Well, 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 well. What can we say about that game, honestly, guys? Welcome into the match review of Cardiff City versus Blackburn Rovers yesterday. It did end 2-2, started off with a Wolvolks wonder strike from a free kick, then he does his backflip, and then Adam Armstrong in the 43rd minute, scoring that goal, absolutely turning Kyron Brown, and then Alex Smithies, absolute howler there. And then the second half, great counter-attack from Riles to capitalise on a Blackburn mistake, which is really good to see. Nice to see that Joe Riles was on the ball at that point, just slotting it through into the goal. And then Adam Armstrong, 90th minute, defence just all over the place at this point, really switching off. And then Smithies messes it up again, completely terrible, unfortunately. He really had a poor game himself. Before I get to what your opinions about it, I'm going to wait for the chat to fill up a little bit. Welcome in, SCFC Theo. Yeah, I'm sure you're loving it after yesterday, considering now that we're mostly out of the playoffs, and we're not going to get playoffs now, guys. I just had a look at the league table. Yeah, actually, let's discuss the league table for now. We're currently in 8th position on 59 points. We're actually 9 points away from the playoffs with, about 4, 5, 6 games to go. So it's really not looking good for us, especially when Bournemouth have a game in hand as well. Swansea, they're starting to slip down the table as well in 4th position on 72 points. But it is safe to say that they're mostly there around it, if you know what I mean. Welcome to CCFC Inside. I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, I'm doing well. Very poor yesterday, but we showed sparks of okay quality. Evil. It was just the individual errors again that seems to always cost us. Welcome into Reece Bish as well, the absolute legend that it is. Super. Yeah, I know. He turned us into Ready Breck yesterday. Honestly, it was really poor to see. Absolutely, Reece. Playoffs gone now. We're 8 points away, even with Bournemouth having a game in hand. I think it's pretty much settled that Norwich and Watford are both going up. Norwich, I think they can actually win the league this weekend, even though that all the matches are going to be called off this weekend for certain reasons. But Watford, they're pretty much safe up unless they completely bottle it and Brentford start to win games. And yeah, Reading, I also think they're not going to make playoffs, but it's pretty much settled that Brentford, Swansea, Barnsley and Bournemouth will be in the playoffs this year. So that means there's going to be an interesting side going up to the Premier League. But yeah, Cardiff, we're probably going to finish about 9th or 8th in the league. Now, Reading will probably take that 7th, unless they continue to have a poor run of results. But, as I've said in many match previews before, I knew that Reading were absolutely going to bottle it towards the end of the season. Anyway, let's welcome some of you in. Welcome into Daniel. Cardiff better than Swansea, absolutely. Not so much at the moment, if you look at the league, but in general. Yeah, welcome in Reece as well. Swansea honestly need to watch it because they're only like 6. Yeah, I know. They need to start winning games if they want to keep it up yet. I did say Smoothies would have a poor game free kickoff. You did indeed. And he was up for both of the goals as well. Second one, not so much because he did have a poor defence in front of him. But I do have a bit of sympathy for him. But at the same time, he should be playing much better than that. Welcome in, J-Dub. You're having a good one. And yeah, no worries, Daniel. You still have some... Yeah, we do. I mean, if we look at our fixtures coming up now... let me just type it in quick. Let's have a look at what we got to come up anyway, guys. Yeah, so we got no midweek fixture by the looks of things for us at all. Yeah, on Friday, 6 o'clock, we are playing Reading away at the Majeski Stadium, or the Magempty Stadium, as I like to call it, Tin Pot Ground. Yeah, that's on the 6 o'clock. Bad kickoff time there. And then next Tuesday, 20th of April, we are playing Brentford at 6 o'clock. Another disgusting fixture kickoff there. What on earth is this? And then we have Wycombe, Birmingham and Rotherham to finish the season. I mean, we have to be winning our last 3, especially against Wycombe and Rotherham as well, both in the relegation zone. And Rotherham have been absolutely dire recently. And then Birmingham, yeah, another one that we got to win as well, even though they're pretty much safe in the division. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys, honestly, about yesterday. I say we played some nice football in parts, especially in the first half, but then it started to collapse in the second half, and individual errors costing us as usual, in particular in the second half, which was poor. Welcome in, Andrew. Nice one on the Grand National picks. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised I did so well. Like 20, what was it? I think I won £24, which is very decent because I put each way on both of my horses yesterday. But yeah, welcome in that Cardiff fan as well. Smithies was so sloppy that, yeah, he had a poor game, and personally, I think that Phillips is going to start next on Friday, to be honest. But yeah, both of our keepers out of form, considering they have both done really well this year. Adam Phillips is saying cheer up Mick McCarthy. Hope you're having a good one, mate. Dear, oh dear. Anyway, yeah, let's have a look at the team selection going into this one very quickly. And the match stats as well. Possession means nothing in football, so I never comment on that. Blackburn, 20 shots compared to our 12, but we did have the better shots on target. I mean, most of their shots were just completely going wayward, and we actually had the better of the chances, I'd say. The problem with Blackburn was they just seemed to pass around the back the whole time. Not really attractive to watch, to be honest. And then when they had their moments, particularly in the second half, they started to get those chances in and stuff. We look back, to be honest, once or twice we played some good football, but we have lost. But yesterday we played football. Yeah, you played really well yesterday, to be honest. Some cracking goals there as well. But if you want to stay in the playoffs, you just got to keep it up, to be honest. But yeah, Phillips will start, absolutely. I think he'll start. But then again, because of the way that Phillips has been playing recently, he has burnt himself out a little bit. You could possibly see Smithies starting, but yeah, you rated Smithies in God in the tier list only because of the great. I put well, from what he's done this season, you can't put him lower. He's had a great year. Yes, he did get that injury, but I thought both keepers have been absolutely exceptional this year, to be honest, mate. But yeah, let's have a look at what Mick McCarthy's been saying after that. We've given away 2 goals at the end of each half, which is disappointing. Yes, it was more than disappointing. I can't sit here and say they didn't deserve something from it. The second half, yeah, they played much better in the second half. First half, they were absolutely dire. And I actually thought we played some good football and we could win it. We just had to wake up towards the end of it as well. But when we've been in that situation, 2-1 up, and with that to go, we've been good at keeping it. But unfortunately, the last 3 games, we haven't. So that is disappointing. Absolutely. Absolutely, they're really, really disappointing in the last few games. In games that we needed to win, it feels like a defeat conceding again in the 90th minute. Yeah, just switching off at the back, but it really doesn't help that we're constantly missing Morrison, which is a shame. But yeah, Blackburn were there for the taking, but we should have won, absolutely. And we didn't take our chance as usual. Just watch the Fogden stream of West Ham Leicester. Fogden is like someone scratching the nails on a chalkboard. Oh dear. I don't know, he puts out some good content, but then again, I think he should bring back more Bolton content, because that's where he's from, and that's what he really grew around, and I think he's just pandering too much to the neutrals, to be honest. It's just our keepers make mistakes sometimes. Yeah, and I think they just massively burnt out, to be honest. So, that's fake news, that Cardiff fan. It was rubbished by the Cardiff board earlier. He's not trying to buy Cardiff at all, and personally, looking at the guy earlier, I didn't even bother looking, because it's not going to happen. Anyway, if I look at team selection in this one, we had Smithies in goal, then Sang, Nelson, Flint, Brown, and NG at the back. Personally, that's the only thing we could have gone for. And to be honest, looking at that team lineup, I think we got it mostly right. I was happy with McCarthy started it out. I thought Smithies did have to start, but now I obviously regret that. Look, hindsight's a great thing at times, guys, isn't it? But Pack, I absolutely would not have started after what happened in the last game where we did end up losing that 5-0 Sheffield Wednesday. I can't stop watching it, honestly, but yeah, Pack really had a poor game personally, and I think it should have been Volks and Rolls in midfield. Rolls did indeed come on and then score straight away, which I thought was very good. And I'm sorry, because of the way that he ended that game yesterday, he absolutely has to start this weekend. Wilson, Murphy and Mort correct at the top, but yeah, we'll get on to team selection in a minute. If Waters doesn't start any of the last 5 games, then you were making a massive error. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. He is one for the future, to be honest, but I think it would be nice to see Moore and Waters start at some point. Murphy's been playing okay, but I prefer him to see him on the wing, and he's a fairly inconsistent guy as well, but yeah, I absolutely agree on that, to be honest. Then the subs, I thought they were once again too late. Only made 2 subs, we should have made more. Williams coming on in 90 plus 1 minute, coming on for Wilson. I think Wilson should have stayed on, to be honest, and put Williams instead of Pack. I don't get how Pack played the full game either, personally, but you had Rolls come on, he did end game booked, but I didn't. Bringing on Rolls for Murphy, wrong decision. Wrong decision yet again. I really didn't agree with the subs, the timings of the subs, and just everything about it, to be honest. I was really disappointed, guys. But yeah, I'm not falling from that bait, mate. But yeah, I absolutely Pack should not have started. Anyway, let's move on to the player ratings for this one. Starting off with Alex Smithies, of course, let me know who you think should go where and everything. But Smithies, I've got to give him a 0 in this one, unfortunately, guys, with the mistakes. Yes, the second goal, it was because of a very poor defence in front of him. And they were just completely out of position. I thought they were massively at cost for the second goal. But Smithies in himself, I've got to give him a 0, unfortunately. I thought he was really poor. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. The season is gone. You are 9 points behind Bournemouth, and they have 13 better goal difference. 5 games left. This has to be about finding what he has in the squad. Absolutely, Andrew. I completely agree with you. Playoffs are just gone for us now, considering the scale of it. I mean, what? There's 5 games left. Most in that we can get is... most we can get is 15 points. We're currently 10 away. They have a game in hand as well, so... yeah, it's gone from this point. That Cardiff fan saying Smithy 0. Completely agree. Really, really poor. I might edge it up to 1, but is that a bit harsh, could you say? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. I could go on to... exactly, Jade. Exactly. But I do feel sorry for him in the one hand, but on the other hand, I don't. He should have really kept out that first goal. But anyway, moving on. Tom Sang, I thought he was okay. I'm going to give him a 5. Solid as usual. He is out of position. He is only a youngster. But yeah, I thought he was one of the better performances on the pitch. I'm going to have to give him a 5. Then looking at the back as well, Curtis Nelson. What can we say with Curtis? He had some good moments yet again. We'll get on to Aidan Flint in a minute, obviously, who I thought he had another fairly poor game. But Nelson did what he could, really. I'm going to give him a 4. Aidan Flint, where do we start with this one? Another poor game for him. I thought he was particularly poor against Sheffield Wednesday. But then again, there's no leadership in the back, so I'm difficult. That Cardiff fan's gone for a Sang 4. Interesting. But Flint, 2 or 3, I reckon. He did play slightly better. Welcome in YNG Claps. Hope you're having a good one, mate. I'm Flint. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys, and we'll come back to it. Welcome in, Joe. I'm doing okay, mate. Slightly disappointed about yesterday, but we move, don't we, mate? Then Karen Brown. I'm going to give him a 2, only because he was at fault for the second goal. For the first goal, he got turned, but then again, he couldn't do much about it. Out of position in the second goal, but mostly he played all right, so I'm going to give him a 2 there. Yeah, he had the block to his head, but I'm sorry, but that doesn't define your performance, unfortunately. So yeah, it is a massive shame. It really is. BBL's going for Smithies 4. I disagree. To be honest. Brown 3, that Cardiff fan's going for. I'm going to get 2-3, I think, is the right number for it. And then Perry NG. Great to see him back in the side. I thought he had some good moments. I'm going to give him a 5. Welcome into Ashton. Hope you're having a good one, mate. Let me know your thoughts. Have a quick stretch. But yeah, so glad to see him back. He's deserved to be in that position over Joe Riles, even though Joe Riles has done well. But yeah. Oh, man. Back to Flint. Where do we start with him? Yeah, just as was the fault. I wouldn't even say he was at fault for the goal. I'd say it was more Smithies, because at the end of the day, you do get turned, and it was just unlucky for him. But Aidan Flint, I'm going to give a 3 or 4, I think. Yeah, 3 or 4. Jamal, yeah, I know. After so many games, he finally gets something. Not Karen Brown, Jamal Lowe. 17 games, something ridiculous. He's really been out of form since that monstrosity of the South Wales derby. But moving on to midfield, Volks, straight up 6. Actually, no, I'm going to give Volks a 7. I thought he had a really good game. Scoring a worldie, just playing well as usual. I thought he was excellent once again. And then moving on to the other side, Marlon Pack. I'm probably going to give him a 4. I didn't want him to start, really, but he did okay. He did what he can. Personally, I wouldn't have played him for the full 90. Bringing Joe Riles on. But yeah, kind of a shame. But yeah, I don't think he was a complete disaster, so 3 or 4 there. Harry Wilson, he had some good moments. Really providing the service, you could say. Just a standard Wilson performance again. He was taken off for Johnny Williams, which I think we should have kept him on. But that'll be a 6 for Harry Wilson. Josh Murphy did what he can as well. I'm going to give him a 4 or a 5. I think he had his okay moments. NG6 that Cardiff I was going for. That's a fair summary of it, to be honest. I think everyone deserves a low score, absolutely. Ying Clap says we are relegated. After yesterday with Sheffield Wednesday, I don't think you're going to stay up, unfortunately, mate. Which kind of a shame for you, to be honest. And welcome into Mike Green as well. We were lucky to get... No, I disagree. This feels like a loss in a game we should have won, and I thought we were the better team through the majority of the game, but in the second half we were absolutely dire, which is... It's just a shame, to be honest, but yeah, we moved. We got to end the season as well as we can. We're not getting playoffs, but yeah, Wilson should be tearing the league up. I don't know. He's done what he can in a slightly... Well, Cardiff, we've tried to play well, tried to play our best this season, but it's the defence that constantly lets us down. The attack, we get goals all the time, and Wilson provides really good service. It's just the defence that has let us down all season. I keep saying we need to sign a centre-back, and it never seems to happen, guys. Welcome in, Josh. Hope you're having a good one, mate, as well. Moving on to Kiefer Moore as well. I've got to give him a 4, unfortunately. I thought he did what he could, was struggling for service in a way. He had some unlucky shots as well, but then again, we'll get onto the referees in a minute, but yeah, he was absolutely tired and he does need to be rested. But the main thing is, at least there is now no midweek football. Wilson's footballer Joe, but Cardiff don't. I'd say we do play in a footballing way. We play some really nice football in the first half, but we play a lot of a lot of long throws and very direct style of play personally. So. Yeah, I'd say you guys have slightly just been better than us, but we're obviously we're the biggest team in Wales, so that's all I'll settle it by anyway, mate. But moving on to the two players who came on to that game was the last chance we have, and now it's absolutely. I thought you would start to get loads of confidence from when you beat us 5-0, of course, but I don't know. You just fell apart yesterday towards the end of the game as well. I thought you were slowly getting in and out of the game. Because you were on at the same time of us bringing that goal back. I think you brought it back to 1-1, and then you just completely collapsed from there. Yeah, I think they'd be too small for you, for him, that Cardiff fan, to be honest. Highest percentage of long passes in the EFL. Very direct, very direct. H just missed the goal opportunity. Actually, considering he was tired and he did what he could, I'm going to bump that up to a 6, I think. Yeah, I was too harsh on him. Too harsh, definitely. But substitutions times... Got to start with Joe Riles. I'm going to give him a 7. He played really well when he came on. But personally, he should have started over Marlon Pack. I don't know why he didn't, to be honest, guys. And then Johnny Williams. He didn't play long enough for me to give him a rating. He had like 2 minutes in. But yeah, 4 or 5, 6 maybe. Probably a 6, I'd say. Like I said, we will lose because we get over our heads. Yeah, just too much confidence there. And I don't think you had Darren Moore either. To be honest, I mean, you're playing under your assistant manager, but if you had Darren Moore in, I think you might have been able to do it. But I mean, your assistant manager did a masterclass against us, so who knows at the end of the day. Moving on to referee rating, straight up, I'm going to say this now: 1. We should have had a penalty. Their keeper should have been sent off. It was a complete joke, to be honest. I'll say it again: we have the worst officials in Europe. I'm going to say it, quite frankly, forever. Moore in the first half was not tired, looked really good with such a class. Remember that? Yeah, exactly. Very unlucky not to get something from there. And it was quite a shame for him, really. But yeah, he did go on that excellent run. But oh well, indeed. Where has Ojo been the last few weeks? Mind you, I suppose you can't guarantee he'll be there next year. I don't object to that. Yeah, I think we did want him for like 1.4 million, but he's had a really poor run of games recently. He was being played up front with Kiefer Moore, but yeah, he's just been inconsistent in the last few weeks and just struggled really. I've given him some very low ratings recently, but yeah, I'd say definitely keep for squad depth. And 1.4 million, I would definitely have him in a heartbeat, to be honest. But going back to the referees, yeah, they should have at least had their goalie sent off. Absolutely terrible. He was last man. Referee completely clueless. And the fact he books Aidan Flint for asking why he didn't send him off was completely criminal. Let me know what you think about the ref in the chat, guys. And then moving on to moving on to Mick McCarthy. He sent out the right team tonight, so I can't deny him from that. Minus Marlon Pack, but I'm going to give him a 6. I thought his substitutions were at least off, a little bit off, which is a massive shame for him. But team lineup, I'm going to suggest. Let me know what you think in the chat as well, guys. That Cardiff fan saying that ref minus like $1 billion. That does not surprise me at all. But yeah, my lineup for this weekend, to be honest, I'm going to say Phillips in goal, and then a back line of Sang, Nelson, Morrison, and Flint. Only if he's fit, though, Morrison. If not, then it'll have to be the same as last time. which pains me to say it. And then Perry Ng, of course, at left back. It has to be Volks and Rolls in midfield next time. I don't want to see Pack in the side. Only because I think Rolls, he had a superb game today. You can't drop Volks, so he has to come in to the team. Harry Wilson in cam yet again, or central attacking midfield. And then Josh Murphy and Kiefer Moore up front. So basically just one change there. I think if Morrison's fit, then bring in another change. Pack started off very good yesterday, just faded as the game went on, yeah. And I thought he did struggle. But to be honest, I thought he did end up having a better game after that absolute monstrosity that was Sheffield Wednesday. I'm going to get you guys on in a bit, so if you go onto the Discord server, guys, let me just open it very quick. If you do want to come on and have a chat about the game, then go into one of the public channels. That would be greatly appreciated by me. 2 seconds, guys. Let me just check something quick. So yeah, welcome in Zach. Hope you're having a good one, mate. Bakuna in midfield with Rolls and Volks. I maybe instead of Wilson, but the thing is, Bakuna, he was absolutely dire in that Sheffield Wednesday game. So in a way, he was rightfully dropped, but I don't know. There's a lot that needs to be improved, to be honest, and I think we're always going to struggle to find the right team. But if anyone wants to come on, then just drop into one of the public voice channels. That would be appreciated, and then I will drag you in so you can do the phone-in, of course. But yeah, ask me any questions that you want to ask in the chat, guys. And yeah, let's have a look at the table now, where that sits us. We pop into 8th, 59 points, 1 win in 6, poor run of form. 1 win, the last win was a few weeks ago, 20th of March, nearly a month ago now, when we did beat Swansea in the South Wales derby. There's only one team in Wales, as I always say. And then we've had 1-0 loss to Nottingham Forest, 5-0 to Sheffield Wednesday, 2-2 draw to Blackburn, then we drew 0-0 with Stoke, which I thought was a dire game, and then a narrow loss to Watford, and we all know how that went, of course. But yeah, currently 8th in the table. We're 7 points off Reading, who are in 7th now, who dropped out of the playoffs, and Bournemouth head into the playoffs, so we're quite away from the playoffs. If I'm honest, we're out now. We're going to be in the Championship next season, and it's going to be an 8th place finish for us. And then where that puts Blackburn, still no winning, like I think it's 1 win in 16 now, which is completely ridiculous for them. They're just going to keep stumbling down the table, but they are pretty much safe at this point. And then if you look around other teams as well, Derby, they're on a poor run of form along with Coventry. And with the way that things are going, you could maybe see Wickham and Sheffield Wednesday staying up by the skin of their teeth. Rotherham, you could all say, are pretty much down. But Wickham, if they can keep gathering these wins with teams around them, then they have a chance of staying up. Same with Sheffield Wednesday. But with with them losing 4-1 yesterday and just completely collapsing, I think they're down. But I think the teams that really need to watch at the moment are Coventry and Derby, of course. But yeah, as I keep saying, if you do end up wanting to come on, then just pop into one of the voice channels. And I don't have much apart from that to say, really. Yeah, I think we've mostly covered it so far, but yeah, I think personally now, from what's happened this year, we need to build for next season now. I think it's too little too late for us to get into the playoffs, unfortunately, guys. But yeah, as I always say as well, if you're new around here, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Do what you can to support the channel. That would be greatly appreciated as well. And yeah, that's about it, really. That's all I have to say. The question is, do I get people on today? I probably won't. Let me know. I'll give you a 5 minute. I'll give you 2 minutes. If there's no one who wants to come on, then I'll probably end it here. But yeah, I'm not surprised because it is Sunday, so I didn't expect a big turnout anyway today. So yeah. That's about it, really. And saying that, I'm probably going to end it here. So guys, if you have enjoyed this live stream, please remember to leave a like. And if this is the first ever video or live stream that you've seen by me, or the first match review, then please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Do what you can to support the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Follow all my social medias in the description below. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Probably a match review on Thursday and on the World of Football podcast. As usual, tomorrow night, we are back after 2 weeks. On Douglas's channel, link in the script. Well, link in my on my channel as usual. Make sure you check it out, guys. That starts at 7 o'clock tomorrow, and yeah, I'll see you all then. So have a good one, guys. Au revoir.